Welcome to Hotchkiss Performance. I'm Josh and today we're going to be doing a review on Wheel Woolies. But first, I'll put the kettle on. Cheers. So, let's get started. Hello everybody. So today we're going to be looking at the Hi everybody. So in this video we're going to be looking at the Wheel Woolies. Now the company that manufactures these are an American company called Brew Automotive. And as well as these that I've got here, they do other brushes as well. They do quite a wide variety of brushes. And I'll actually put a link in the description to where I bought these, as well as the other products that they offer in their range. Now, what you'll actually get when you purchase a kit of these, you will get 3 brushes. And I'll just go through those now. I've actually got the B kit, and I'll explain the difference between the B kit and the A kit in just a second. This is the largest brush that you'll get in the kit, and it's 18-inch long, it's 100% metal free, and as you can see it's a really dense brush. You know, it's made from 100% synthetic wool microfiber, I'd think then. So it's really soft and plush. It's not going to mark any finishes that are on your alloy wheels, even if you know the diamond cut or anything like that. So a really good brush this. That's actually a handle grip. You buy those separately. I just prefer them because this material, it's a really durable plastic, but when it gets wet it's quite slippery, so that just offers a bit more grip, you know, because when you're using these you'll find that, you know, to get the dirt and the grime off you've got to put quite a bit of pressure on, and you don't want to be, you know, in the wheel and slipping off, so they're really handy to have. Again, I'll link in the description where you can buy those. So that's the largest brush you get, and then you also get this one. This is the second largest. The handle length is identical. It's 18-inch. This is what you get in the B kit, you see. So as you can see, I'll show you. They're identical in length. Obviously that's just slightly plusher on the top compared to this one. That won't fit through every gap in your wheels because it's quite a thick brush, whereas that one, obviously there's quite a difference. So that's for the more intricate areas that this one won't fit into. In the A kit, the only difference is, instead of this being 18-inch long, it's actually 12-inch. So obviously that's your preference, which you prefer. There is only a few pounds difference in the kits. So you'll get that one as well, and you also get this. This is really, as you can see, a tinier brush. You don't have to use these on wheels if you don't want. Obviously don't use them on paintwork, I wouldn't recommend that, but obviously they're not going to use them on paintwork, Josh, because they're called bloody Wheel Woolies. Use them on grills and things like that, because as you can see that's really thin, so we'll fit into really tight little gaps and areas that you won't be able to get obviously with this thing. So that's the kit. You'll get those 3. So difference in sizes, so obviously not everybody's wheels are the same, different wheel gaps, spoke gaps and things like that, so really good set. I've also got this one. This is called the caliper spoke woolie. This is designed for the backs of the spokes of your alloys, because when you look from the front you might think it's clean. All the surface area you can see looks clean, it looks shiny, but if you get your finger and wipe behind the spokes of your alloys, you're going to have just as much dirt as was on the surface and the main barrel face. people tend to leave that back section of the spokes, and then it corrodes from the inside out because people just don't clean that section. It you know, accumulates and just starts to break down that clear coat on your alloy wheel. So this brush to me is absolutely a necessity. If you're going to buy these brushes, obviously this comes separate. You don't get this one. I'll just make that clear. You don't get this one in the kit with the other three. So we'll just go through the prices of each, because this one on its own, you're probably going to think I am absolutely mental. £17 for this. Yeah, for a wheel brush. £17. I know. But you get what you pay for. Really good quality. You know, you can bend these, really durable plastic. You can put, obviously the design, so you can put some pressure on that dirt to get it all from the alloy wheel. So that's £17 roughly. And then you've also got obviously the kit of 3. So for this one, and then the little one here. Are you ready? £42. I'll just let that sink in for a second. Now, I appreciate that it is really expensive for what basically looks like a set of toilet brushes. Now, I wouldn't recommend you use a toilet brush to clean your alloy wheels, so it is expensive, but we'll actually explain what they're used for and why, you know, you might want to invest in these particular brushes. Now, obviously, your alloy wheel, you've got the surface, and then round the inside is the barrel. We all know this is an absolute pain in the arse to clean. Cleaning all that is probably the most dirtiest section of any vehicle. It gets exposed to all the road grime and the dirt, you know, tar and iron contaminant from your brake disc and pads. It's always disgusting and nobody likes cleaning it, but this is what these are invented for. They make it so much easier to clean that section of your alloy wheels that I'm telling you, you'll actually look forward to using these for that job. As you can see, there is quite a large surface area on this section of the brush, because that's the section that you'll clean with. So it'll load it with product and you're going to be pushing down and cleaning it like that. Obviously fits through your spokes. You can put some pressure on, really get all that grime out. So that's obviously what they're designed to do. So with any review, we have got to cover both the pros and the cons. So we'll start with the pros. And first pro I would say is extremely durable. As you can see, really strong plastic. You know, after reading up on these and looking at forums and things like that, people have said they've had these years and years and they're still going strong. I haven't had these that long, but I can almost just tell from the quality, the build quality, and how much force you can use these with and how much pressure you can apply, even on a really dirty wheel. You know, you're banging it up against heat shields and things like that. None of these pull out at all. Really, just a solid construction. So durability, number one. Another pro, they hold loads of product. As you can see, really plush. This is the main brush that I use, because it does. This one does fit between the caliper and the wheel on my vehicle. Obviously on your vehicle, if it's a tight gap, you might find yourself using this one, but even this one works just the same way. They hold loads of product, which means the surface is always lubricated. You know, you're not just spraying the product on and it's falling off and you're just using water. So it holds loads of product, loads of lubricity. Is that a word? Anyway, loads of lubricity, new word if not. So, you know, it's really gliding over that surface. It's not like, you know, digging all the grime and dirt into your wheel. So I'd class that as another pro. Because a lot of brushes, you'll know yourself, you'll spray the product in and you can almost see it just fall straight out and you're thinking, well, that would have wasted product because now you've just got a brush that's wet. The main pro for me is they make the job easier, quicker and cleaner. They make it easier because to me it is a difficult process trying to clean the back of your alloy wheel, especially if you've got really tight spokes and you just can't fit any other brush through, you know, and it's just a pain. But they make it easier. They also make it quicker because you don't want to be, I know we all love cleaning cars, but you don't want to be spending every hour of every day trying to clean them wheels, and then even when you've finished you think, oh, I've missed that bit, or you know, you've got to go over it with your microfiber cloth or anything like that. So you want to get it finished, don't you? You want it to be an enjoyable experience cleaning your car and your wheels. So these make that, you know, so much better of an experience. The reason I say cleaner is these don't flick product everywhere, all over your skin. And you know, on wheels you can be using some pretty nasty chemicals, acids, alkalines. If you've got sensitive skin, it can burn and it's not a pleasant experience. This, because it's so dense, it holds the product inside. You know, the dirt kind of goes inside the brush, so when you're pulling it out of the spoke, it's not being, and all that crap is just flicking at you. So, you know, with other brushes, you'll know the brushes I'm talking about, you know, they might clean, but as you're pulling it out, it gets caught and it goes everywhere basically. You don't want that when you're cleaning your car. So on to the cons. First one I would say is they are expensive. They are a lot of money, you know, to a lot of us. You know, it is a big expense, it's a big investment, especially if you're a hobbyist. And I'm taking nothing away from a hobbyist here, but if you're just getting your car, you know, once every couple of weeks maybe, or even once a week if you do get the chance, because lovely British weather doesn't always allow that. It's a lot of money to be sat in your wheel bucket in your garage if you're not using them that often. Even with this brush, they will only fit through a certain wheel gap because you are limited to the width of the end of the brush. So, you know, some spokes are going to be a lot tighter than that, so you're not going to fit it through, which can be an issue. Obviously this will probably fit through more spokes, but it's not the biggest in the world. You know, that's the only surface area of the brush, and if you've got a really wide wheel barrel that comes out here, this just won't cut it. I'd say this brush in general is pretty pointless, in my opinion. Some people might love it. Don't drop it when you're filming. So yeah, not the best brush in the world. I don't really see much point in this, but you might love it. They are not meant for wheel faces. This is going to be very awkward to use on a wheel face because they haven't been designed or manufactured for that purpose. I don't think anyway. They're for your wheel barrels. So you're going to struggle to use this on your wheel face, you know, trying to press it and do that kind of motion. It's just not going to work. So unfortunately, going back to the con of expense, you will probably need another brush for your wheel faces, like this one. This is a Viking brush. I use this for wheel faces because, as you can see, that's just far easier to use on a wheel face than the wheel wool is going to be. So you are going to need to buy another brush for wheel faces. I mean, these aren't expensive, they're probably £6-7. I'll put a link in the description again where you can buy this. The final point I just want to make, and I'm not really sure if this is a con, I'll let you decide, it could be a pro and a con, is these aren't the most aggressive of brushes. This won't coat the really baked on road grime and brake dust because it's so soft. Now obviously that was one of the pros, so I'm not really sure if it's a con, but I don't want you to go out and purchase these to then realise that if your alloys haven't been deep cleaned for years and years, and then you go to clean them with this, you're expecting it to work miracles and bring out all that really caked on grime. So not really a con, but I just wanted to make that point clear, so you're not expecting too much from these brushes. Okay people, I do want to wrap this video up now. So in a nutshell, would I purchase these? Well, I have got them here, so I must have done. I would recommend them, whether you're a professional or a hobbyist. So that's my answer, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care guys. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. You know, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, your opinions. If you do have these brushes to hand, what you think of them, how long have you had them, and they're still going strong. So, and anything else you would like me to cover on this channel, please let me know and I'll see what I can do. Cheers guys. You know, watching this back, I've realised just how Yorkshire I actually am. So I do hope you can understand me and I just thought, what the hell is this guy talking about? Look at that, well, it's your fault, isn't it? It's your fault. It's your fault. Just looking at me all innocent.